What's up, guys? Jshwhizzy here. We're going to Patriot Draw tournament. I think it's been pretty fun. Last year I went 0-2. This year, let's improve that. We have some fun, and I'll see you there. What's up, guys? We're here at the tournament. Pretty big place. But since last year, nothing really changed. Got my water and liquid IV, and I'm gonna just have me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'll get started off with warm-ups, and should be good. Alright, I get started with the match, whistle blows, and I just start looking for a hand fight, trying to find an angle, mostly just starting with the inside tie and wrist. Tried going for the Russian there, but it failed. Go for a snap and a fake, and then it gets in our leg. I sprawl pretty hard, and then I get into my front headlock. I tried to put my head into the corner, but he was defending it. I heard my coach to do a throw-by. It failed, yeah, and that was the end of the first period.
Get him off your neck. Hey, nice job, Josh. That's good work.
Second period, I just get to my tripod into a knee pick. I just dried my foot, and then second attempt it worked. Tried breaking him down with my chops, trying to get a cross fist for a tilt, but he just sat out, and I just cut him.
It's all right. Let's get another.
You could hear my coach like when I faked, he was groaning, because I knew if I actually blasted through that, I would have got him. After I got a shot, I went out the back door, went to my side, laced the leg, circled around, popped my head out, and secured the takedown. And that was the end of the second period. Third period, we started neutral.
Trust yourself, buddy. Move.
I got to my Russian, but then tried to attempt another knee pick, failed. I was getting a little bit tired, but I wanted to keep the pace. He got onto my leg.
Hey, sprawl!
You did just shove that.
Now at this point I was just stalling, so I could just secure the takedown. I sprawled on the shot and just an easy go behind to end the first match as a win. The main thing that I needed to work on was just shooting. I just wasn't aggressive enough, and there was a couple of times where if I would have shot, I would have gotten an easy takedown. But yeah, it was a pretty fun match, and now we're moving on to the second round. Moving on to the second round. This entire first period, I was just trying to get a feel of him. Couldn't really tie up because he just kept pushing off anytime I tried to stalk forward. Mostly this entire first period was just hand fighting and trying to get the tie-ups. I attempted another knee pick here, but it failed. After just a lot of just hand fighting, first period ended. I got on top, but the opponent I was facing didn't hear the whistle you just heard was another mat. He was confused, but I just looked at the ref and I knew that wasn't our whistle. I got on top again, tried to chop him, but he just stood up and cut. Don's over under, I tried to attempt another knee pick, but he defended it. Score is 1-0, so I knew I had to try and get a takedown, so I shot him for the single here. I didn't really want to get out of bounds, so I tried to somehow suck him back in, attempted the back door, and then eventually just circling around. But I was wary of the out of bounds. I attempted a trip, but I definitely would have finished that if I didn't go out of bounds. And after that, it was the end of the second period. Third period, I was put on bottom. I knew I had to escape to tie up the score. First thing off the whistle, I just did my tripod. I attempted a switch here, but it didn't work out. I kept trying to stand up, but he just kept tripping me. I attempted a pretty bad Granby here, which got me in this terrible position. But I defended this position. I was in double overhooks, but I didn't really know what to do. I attempted this stupid headlock and it's got mat returned. I tried to sit out and do a Peterson, but I was just too slow, and that was the end of the third period. Things I should work on, just getting out of bottom, improving on that Granby. I should have escaped that, and just confidence in my shots. Just like last round, if I blasted through him, I knew I would have just taken him down. But now I'm moving on to third round constellations.
Yeah, it does.
I knew going into the third round I wasn't really afraid of anything. I just kind of just let it fly because I really did not have nothing to lose. Attempted a slide by, but he went in for a headlock, so I just went for a body lock. Kind of struggled a little with the mat return, but somehow I just lifted him enough to get the takedown. I tried going for a cradle. I actually kind of locked it up. And I tried to get my head in the ribs, but I didn't drive enough. After I just kind of cut him, looking for another takedown. He was reaching a little, so I kind of dived in. That was a pretty bad shot, but I just went out the back door and finished. After that, the first period ended. Got set on bottom, did my usual tripod, and then escaped. I was faking and went in for a double, went crackdown, and then got the takedown. I tried going for a crossfist tilt, but I didn't post my leg out, and he just rolled through it. Attempted a half, but then he just stood up, so I cut him, looking for another takedown. He kept posting on his head, faking, went in on another double, got stuck in crackdown, and then got the takedown. I caught another crossfist and I tried to tilt him, but the second period ended. Kept posting on him, got wrist, went in for a shot. I attempted with the underhook, but I somehow got behind him and then went in for a double. I cut him again. It was out of bounds, so I just didn't want to pressure him that much. Got it on this weird shot. I don't know how I did that. Got another takedown and moved on with the tech. Definitely had the confidence, just not the technique. I just dived in. And yeah, moving on to the fourth round. Fourth round, mostly just a hand fight first period. Got to my Russian, but a super sloppy finish. Didn't really run my feet nor pull towards, but he almost cradled me here while I was running the single. But I just kind of based up, got the takedown, and he was locking up a cradle. I was fighting it because he didn't really have much of a grip. I was just kicking out. He hit the crossface. I started to base up. He was trying to lock the cradle again, and I just rolled through somehow. And fourth round just ended in a quick pin. Some things to work on. I guess it's a Russian. I should have on that Russian should just pull down a lot faster and a lot harder. And after I got onto that single, should have drove my feet. But yep, now we're moving on to the constellation semis, and this was my hardest match in the entire tournament.
Once again, coaches and officials, just say heads up.
Whistle blows, and I get to my Russian quickly, but I just bailed on it. Just trying to get a feel of the guy. Stalked forward, tried to rush him again, but slipped out. He's faking, just kind of hand fighting. I tried to keep a lower stance because I've seen this guy wrestle before and he just likes to blast through. But mostly this entire period was just hand fighting. Not much action, and that's what happened in the first period. Second period, same thing, just trying to get to a hand fight and some fakes, snaps. Got on a double, but bailed on it, attempted another knee pick, but he defended that, and then went out of bounds. Going for a shot with the underhook. I tried driving him. Going for a double, transitioning to a single leg, but time ended before I could get the takedown. Third period, he was on bottom. He went for a Granby, so I just cut him. Score was 1-0, so I knew I needed to get a takedown in this period or else I'd lose. So I was rushing it, attempted an arm drag. I was just trying to put the pressure on him. Attempted another shot, but he just defended it. He's faking, went in for a double. Lifted, but then somehow he defended it. But then I just cut him. I could have lifted him here, but for some reason I didn't. Kept hand fighting. Eventually I just dived in on the shot, trying to going on a single. And this is the call I don't really get. I got him down into a takedown, but somehow that wasn't a takedown, and we let up. There was only a couple seconds left, so I just needed to absolutely get a takedown. I rushed in, and then sadly just lost. Main thing to work on. Definitely could have won that. Refs just did not call any of my takedowns, and if there was a little more time and the periods weren't 1-1-1, I probably would have won that. Things I should work on. Definitely just the Russian. I just wasn't setting up. It's diving in, head down. Just keeping my head up, work on that Russian, and actually pulling. And that's really it. And next match, just fighting for 5th place. And yeah. Going into the 5th place match, opponent gets in on a single. I sprawl. I just keep my laces down as he's building up. Eventually capture a front headlock. Put my head into the pocket and capture the ankle for a takedown. Mostly the first period, I'm just chopping him and just keeping him down. Trying to look for a take, but couldn't exactly get wrists from him. But I just kept driving him from the top. But eventually, that was the entire first period. Second period, I was a little wary of his shot, but I just kept my stance low and posted on him. He went in for a collar and did a slide by and a front headlock. Put my head in the pocket and captured the leg. I was thinking about going for a cradle, but I just went for the takedown. Chopped him down and captured a cross fist. I pushed his head down, trying to look for a half, but he just kept fighting and eventually based up. Chopped him down again, captured that cross wrist, but he just fought it off. Kept chopping him, just trying to keep riding him out. Looked for the half again, but I just captured the wrist and then blew it up. Chopped him down again, kept him down, and that was the second period. Third period, I just got to my tripod, but he kept riding me. Sat out, and I was trying to look for a base, but then we just got out of bounds. I heard my coach saying Granby, but I wasn't exactly ready for it, so I just did like a half decent version of it. Got my hips separated, but then it just kept dropping it down, and we got out of bounds again. I got the seal, and then tripod it out, and eventually, after a bit of a fight, I stood up and escaped, and he just ran at me, tried to toss in a headlock. Eventually, I just got my base. But then he got me, but he kept squeezing on my head with an illegal headlock. And then we were back on bottom. There was only 10 seconds left in the period, so I just kind of just stalled it out. And that was the third period, securing me the 5th place match. Things I should work on, just setups, same thing. And when the guy ran in on me, I should just level change and blast it through. But that was a pretty fun tournament. I went from being 0-2, and then this year I went 4-2. So that was nice, and so that was nice to see I improved from last year. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you later.